guys, sorry I haven't vlogged in a couple of days. I've been really tired, really sleepy, sleeping quite a lot. Anyway, it's the morning of my appointment. I've only had 1 hour's sleep because obviously I work nights and I haven't been sleeping as soon as I get in. So I've only had an hour's sleep and my appointment's at 10:10, it's at 22. So I'm going to go there now and I'll let you know how I get on. Bye. Hi guys, it's 10 to 11. Yeah. Anyways, I've had my appointment done and ouch. She told me straight away, she's like, you don't have cervical cancer. And she did the dye on the bits. Can't really like focus too much, so I'll explain properly later because I'm in a bit of pain. And they took a biopsy and that's why I'm in pain. But we're just going to Tesco now, get some painkillers, and I've got the most horrendous pad on, so I might grab some pads, remember that. So I'll catch up with you guys later, bye. My little Tesco shop, I got, because my hair's falling out, I think I need some more iron. So I got that, £3 something. I want to make my own popcorn and choose what topping, and then put it into little bags, healthier. Just this for work later. Some grapes and apple. I got all this 12 turkey balls for £1.50. I'm going to do that with my Weight Watchers. Put it all together and then only have 3 for dinner and then freeze the rest. And I got these Belgian chocolate rice cake thins. They are only 55 calories. So they're much less calories than, can't think what the brand is, from Pound Shop and stuff like that. Energy drinks, I've had 1 hour's sleep. Not much calories in that. Painkiller, because after the colposcopy and the biopsy, I'm in a pain. And I was told I was bleeding, so I got some of them just in case. But I don't know if I need them yet. And that's pretty much all I got from Tesco. Nothing too exciting. And I'll show you now Pound Shop. Poundland haul. I got candle for £1, obviously. Fresh cotton. A mango and papaya one. 3-pack of chewing gum. Some Weetabix flakes. Metcalf skinny rice cakes. See, these are 80 calories and the other ones from Tesco are only 59. And some Weight Watchers salt and vinegar hula hoops, which are quite nice. Those candles are looking pretty nice all together. My room smells really nice. Love it. Hi guys, hope you're all okay. Sorry I haven't vlogged in a while, but I've been quite ill the last week or so. So I haven't really been up for vlogging because I've just been in bed resting. But I did promise that I would do a video on colposcopies. So here it is. Hope it is not a bit, but I hope it is helpful for you guys who are having a colposcopy in the next couple of weeks or so. Okay, so basically I went to my appointment with my mum and I was waiting for a little bit. Got called through. The lady she's very just to the point. She showed me like I think it was a chart she'd made herself, so basically saying like low abnormalities and high and whatnot, and I was kind of like on the border of low to medium. So yeah, so then she just said that it's quite common to have abnormalities in girls or women my age. So she asked me to go behind a curtain and undress and lay on the bed, very similar to when you have a smear, and there was a nurse present as well. And then you shimmer your bum all the way down to the end of the bed, put your legs up on the stirrups, and and the nurse kind of comes around. My mum was on the other side of the curtain, but I don't know, it never got to the point of like, do you want your mum standing next to you or anything? And then the lady came in, and she kind of got to it. So she put, I can't even, my mind is so blank now, it's like 5 a.m. She put the tube up, I guess, that opens it all up. And initially she said she sprayed kind of this has been really unhelpful. I'm really sorry about this. My brain's not in it. She put kind of all the liquid over it to highlight all the abnormal cells. And after looking at that, she said, I can tell you now that you don't have kind of developed cervical cancer, but I do want to take a biopsy. And I kind of thought that she would give me a little minute or so to prepare myself, or like ask for my mum or something, or not ask for my mum, but like, ask if my mum could hold my hand. And I'm guessing it was the injection she put in, because I felt I didn't really get much advice on what kind of biopsy or what was happening, but anyway, I just remember a sharp pain or 2 sharp pains, and they were really painful, and I just kept going, ow, 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 ow. And I don't know if you guys are like this, but whenever I'm in pain, I like want to grab something, or there was no bars to grab on there, so I was grabbing my face like this, like ow, 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 like ow. And that's what I kept saying was ow, 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 ow. And it was quite funny because considering the nurse was there to help me, like she was there so that I guess I could hold her hand or something. But every time I was tensing and going ow, 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 she was like grabbing my knee and squeezing my knee with me, and I'm like, dude, I want to be squeezing you, not you squeezing me and making me more distracted. So anyways, then she took the biopsy, and like, I'm not going to say it was like the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. I would just say it was painful. I'm not going to lie to you guys, because you have to know. I'm not going to BS you and then you go thinking it's kind of like the smear. I think the smear was easy in comparison. This was like someone stabbing your vajay bits. Anyway, she was done, said that I'd get the results in 4 weeks, which isn't yet. And then she just said kind of like, okay, you can get up now and like get dressed. And I sat up, and I just came over all sick and dizzy. I thought I was going to pass out or throw up whilst passing out. I didn't really know what was going on. I kind of sat up, and then I was like, I don't know what's going on. I want to be sick. And then she was like, should I get you a bucket, the nurse? I was like, no, but I think it's one of them things, once something like that happens, you just want to get out into fresh air. So I kind of eventually got myself composed, and then I went and sat around her, and I just said, really silly question, but I was going to Kent that weekend, and I was going to be going swimming, or the plan was to go swimming. So I asked if I could go swimming. And she said yes. And she said no sexual intercourse within the next 24 hours, which is fine, because it was a Thursday, and obviously I don't really see Dave and stay over at his on Thursdays. And then throughout the day, I went kind of shopping. I know I should have rested, but I went shopping to Tesco to get some painkillers, which you did see in the other videos. Or the clip before this, I'm not sure what one. And then we went shopping, and I guess the pain, I did keep coming over a bit sick and a bit dizzy, and it was almost like I felt like I was bleeding a lot, like I was leaking a lot. But then when I went to the toilet, there was no blood there, which I felt like there was lots of blood, but I guess it was just like liquid coming out, and I don't really know, but it was just clear stuff. It wasn't funky or anything, it was just kind of clear. Sorry about that. And And all day I just didn't feel 100%. And, you know, imagine like period pain, but like a little bit double that. Where you kind of want to just clutch yourself in bed, which I did when I got home. So my advice would probably be, if you're going to have a colposcopy, maybe just take some painkillers with you, or take it before you have it if you're going to have a biopsy. That might just help kick in after you've had it. And have some pads with you, because the hospital tell you to put the pad that they give you in straight away, which is obviously just the standard. And it was like having a cement brick between my legs. It was so fat. So yeah, just take your own. And definitely try to go with someone, because it really helped having someone there. Because if you become dizzy and sick, then someone can just stand with you. I did find that I got really emotional after it, and during it actually, because of the pain. And then when we left, I was in pain. I just got really upset and emotional, and yeah, it was just a really weird day. I guess I wasn't in agony like for days. The most painful day was the day it happened, but then it was just like a dull period pain for the next day or so after that. And yeah, nothing else on top of that I can report. Like, I guess at the time, on the day after, like the moment it happened, I was thinking, I can kind of understand why people put this off. But after an hour or two, I was like, do you know what? Like, no one should put that off. I would much rather have a couple hours, if that, of uncomfortableness. Like, obviously pain during it, but it lasted like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I'd rather have 10 minutes of pain and a couple hours of period pain that could save my life, than not doing it and then it not saving your life. So definitely don't be put off of it just because it seems, I'm saying it's a bit painful. I'm being honest and preparing anyone having a colposcopy or a biopsy, but it's not going to last, so don't sweat it. Yeah, nothing else I can really advise. I'll probably get my results in another week or two. I think 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. And I'll let you guys know what's happening from that. I do feel like it's been a bit of a weight off my shoulders having it done, and after, like, because I think it's the scariest part is having it done and like wondering what to expect. But now I just haven't really thought about it. Sorry I've got a really like husky man voice, but I'm like, I've been having like a chest infection or something, so that's why I look rough as well. So yeah, I hope this has been remotely helpful, kind of like a follow-up of colposcopy smear story. Obviously I don't really know what's going to happen now. She's said that I don't have cervical cancer developed, but that's not to say I don't have kind of precancerous or like precancerous cells, or they might turn around and say, like, it's fine, we want to see you in 6 months for a smear. So, you know, she's kind of nipped the main concern in the bud. So yeah, I hope this was remotely helpful, and hopefully I'll be back to normal vlogging. So I'm really sorry I have lost a follower because I've been a bit absent, so I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully I'll be back to normal. Got quite an eventful weekend after my shift tomorrow on Thursday, which I'll probably explain a bit more tomorrow. So I'm not sure whether I'll be able to upload the videos throughout the weekend because I'm going to Dave's, and taking my laptop is effort considering it's going to be such a big weekend. But we'll see. Maybe I will, maybe I won't, I'm not sure. But yeah, either way, I'll video my exciting weekend because it's going to be full of fun and scariness, if that even is a word. But I hope you guys are all alright, and
you've been enjoying this semi-sun that we've been having. And I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye. I forgot to mention that I didn't bleed like on the Thursday or the Friday, but on the Saturday when I went to Dave's, late at night, I did bleed a bit, and then throughout the night, nothing where it kind of got onto the bed. It was not that heavy. It was just kind of every time I went to the toilet and stuff like that. But that stopped on Sunday, so I never had any other bleeding. And also really randomly, going back to what I was saying before, when she sat me down after, she wanted to shimmy me out quite quickly. And I asked kind of a bit on the swimming side, and she didn't kind of like sit there and let me ask any more questions than that. Because there's some things that obviously had been a concern of mine before that, but if I have to go back then maybe I'll ask that. But obviously if she was that concerned she would have said something. But all the questions you kind of forget, and well, not forget, because I knew I wanted to ask him, but at the time I was so taken back from what I just went through, that she wasn't kind of saying, do I want to ask any more questions? Because, well, she didn't even ask if I wanted to ask that question about swimming. I just said, can I swim? And then that was it, and she made me out. But in hindsight, I wish I'd kind of put on paper some notes like of what I want to ask. So maybe do that if you want to ask questions, and ask it before you have it done, because they should sit you down. Yeah, I totally forgot to say that. So I thought I'd quickly add this little note.